warn you.
If that happens, we will do that. Now, Ibrahim, tell us exactly what happened. What is this book, Muslim Mafia?
I mean, just as you outlined it, this guy worked as an intern. As you said, we welcomed him with open arms, treated him like a brother, and all the time he was deceiving us, praying next to us, acting as a Muslim, and all the while stealing our internal documents. And after months and months of lies and deception and theft, the worst thing he could say about us was, we placed interns on Capitol Hill. I'm shocked that Muslims would actually want to participate in our political process,
So what is it that you guys doing on Capitol Hill? What is exactly you're doing?
I mean, as a nonprofit, we can lobby and be politically active for a certain amount of our activities, and that's what we do. We can't say vote for this person or don't vote for that person, but we can say vote, register to vote, be politically active, work for campaigns on a nonpartisan basis, all these things. Get a job on Capitol Hill, as you said. That's how people become Congress people. That's how people become politicians. They start as maybe a page on Capitol Hill running messages from office to office.
Now, how do you explain the press conference that these 4 congressmen, actually 3 congressmen and 1 congresswoman...
These people are hardcore anti-Muslim extremists. They are individuals who have a long history of this kind of thing. And you notice even other Republicans aren't coming to their assistance. Democrats are denouncing them as hate mongers and bigots, but even their own Republican colleagues are not coming to their aid.
Now, while we're not seeing other groups coming out and saying, look, this is hate mongering, this is racist.
No, we are. We saw a statement by Representative Loretta Sanchez. We saw a statement denouncing them by Representative Conyers, of the head chair of the Judiciary Committee, Representative Carson, one of 2 Muslims in Congress. So we are seeing it, and believe me, the media, the bloggers, and all this are really denouncing this really evil action by these people.
Now,
as you said, if what we did was done by any other group, these people would applaud it.
Right, exactly. Now the WorldNet Daily, of course, most of our viewers know what WorldNet Daily is all about.
Oh, yeah, the most extreme of the extreme, and they're the publishers of this book.
Okay. Now, there is a story on Fox Network, actually it's on their website, and we did cover this in the beginning of the program, for a guy named Yusuf Al-Khattab. Is it a coincidence that Fox Network would cover this Yusuf Al-Khattab in New York, and then they come out with this other story? Is there a coincidence there, or was it planned? What's going on here? Is there an attack? Is there an attack on CAIR?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a coordinated campaign by all these Muslim bashers, and they're quite open. They say, we want to shut down CAIR, and that's it. That's their bottom line. And they will do anything, stop at nothing to accomplish it. I mean, I got a death threat today.
You got a death threat. Now, who do you think is behind this?
It's a coordinated effort of various different interest groups, whether it's extreme right-wing, Muslim bashers, neocons, you name it. And they cooperate with each other, they feed each other, and their ultimate goal is to make sure that American Muslims do not have any positive role in our society.
Can you name any specific organizations that are...
Oh, I mean, I can name the individual, the Daniel Pipes, the Stephen Emersons, the Robert Spencers of Jihad Watch, the Dave Galbatzes, the Paul Sperrys, the Pam Gellers, the Debbie Schlussel, all of these people, they just... as parents used to say, one lies and the other swears to it.
Now, Ibrahim, how many interns have you actually placed in congressional offices?
I don't really handle that end of things, but, just like any other group, as the opportunities arise, we whatever the number is, I wish we could do more.
Now, how many Muslims are there in America?
We think on the order of about 7 million, but it's really hard to get a handle on it.
Okay.
Everyone knows how diverse our community is,
Okay.
so it's really hard to come up with hard numbers.
So you think we have 50 Muslims working on Capitol Hill as staffers?
Oh, at least, yeah. I mean, just in the Muslim Staffers Association, I think there's at least that many.
Okay. Have you had any of these staffers getting death threats, or has any of them did not show up to work the last couple of days? I mean, how is the situation there with the interns?
I don't think it's at that level at Capitol Hill. When we get a death threat, it's not from people on Capitol Hill. It's from the people out in the boondocks who read these things and read the WorldNet dailies and the Jihad Watches and all of these, and then a tiny minority of those people, send threatening faxes.
Now tell us what he has in the book as far as like internal memos and faxes.
I mean, you can imagine. It's never pleasant if somebody reveals your personnel files, who surreptitiously videotapes your private conversations. But I've gone through the book. There's nothing. All it is, it's actually like giving us a stamp of approval that we're exactly what we say we are. But again, nobody likes to have some personnel issue put out or some private thing. Nobody would like that. And I think anybody would understand that if somebody you're trusting and treating as a friend and brother is secretly videotaping you as you're talking to them, nobody would like that kind of thing.
Now, are you guys going to be a little more careful in choosing interns, or have you placed
I mean, we try to be careful, but that just proves what an open and transparent organization we are. We're not like hiding things where we let people. We have interns who aren't Muslim come in and work with us, and we did trust people, and we just try. As you said, Muslims are generally trusting people, and they took advantage of this trust.
Very good. Now, let me ask you the last question, and I'll let you go. How damaging is this book to CAIR?
Well, I think, as I said, it may actually have an opposite of its intended effect, in that a person who reads this book and goes, let's see, you spied on these guys and stole their stuff for 6 months, and this is all you could come up with, that they're placing interns on Capitol Hill like everybody else? So it's actually an endorsement of us, if you look at it in a strange way, because, no more can they say, CAIR is hiding something, because they went through, obviously, all of our private stuff, and there was nothing.
Very good. Very good. Thanks for coming on the program. Ibrahim Hooper,
all right, thank you.
With the Council on American Islamic Relations. Thank you for coming on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal. I did not want to ask Ibrahim a lot of questions of what the next segment of what I'm about to introduce to you, which is, it has nothing to do with CAIR and the Islamic relations. It has a lot to do with who is really spying on us. Well, we are going to show you who is spying on us. A name like Jonathan Pollard. Does that ring a bell? We have his picture. We showed you Jonathan Pollard before. He actually sold Iran for Israel. Now, this guy that you are seeing here, his name is Ariel Wenneman. He was in the Navy, and he was taken off in shackles. He was arrested on a nuclear submarine, taken off in shackles, because he was spying on the United States for Israel. Then we have Ibrahim Lesnick. The guy worked in the missile division of Boeing. He actually, what took years and years to develop with Boeing, he put it on a flash drive and gave it to the Israelis free of charge. And then, of course, we have the AIPAC scandal that was a few years back, a couple of years back. And the picture of the two gentlemen that you put up there, that was the Rosen